In the markets, to make money, you have to learn how to speak the language. You have to understand the signals that it's giving you, whether it's going to go up or whether it's going to go down. And this, for most of us that are very experienced in the market, it's actually very easy because you just simply read the language. And it's pretty much obvious what the market is telling you, what it's gonna do. And trust me when I tell you this, when you learn how to read the language that the market is showing you, you turn into a money magnet. And personally, price action is the best way to read this language that the market gives you. It's what I've been using for about 6 years, and it's given me results like these, or even results like these. Price action tells you the intentions of whether price is going to have a strong move up or whether it's going to have a strong move down, or even not have any move at all. And it's very simple to understand, even when it's having a retracement into an area of interest and having a reaction, or just using it to retest. Now, this is gonna make sense if this is your first time hearing what price action is and the details that I'm going to explain in this video. And it's actually very simple to tell. You can literally see when price is having a retracement to a zone and it's going to reject from it or not reject at all. It's what price action shows you. So let's see in this video what price action is and how you can take advantage from the signals that it gives you so you can use it on a day-to-day basis while you're reading the markets. And I'm also gonna add some examples on trades that I've personally taken myself, simply using price action to show you how effective it can be, and you can use it right away. So to add, we already know that price action is the language that the market shows you to make its intentions clear through these candlesticks or these lines that you see on a computer screen. Now, keep in mind that every single language has a way of expressing itself. Same way how us humans, we have different languages. We have English, Spanish, Japanese, French, Italian, all these different type of languages, same as how the market has different languages to show us what it's trying to tell us. And in the markets that I've been trading for 6 years, and pretty much 90% of the rest of the traders are called Japanese candlesticks. This is the type of language that we are reading from the charts. And these candlesticks, they contain a lot of information, and by reading them the right way with price action, you're able to anticipate what's going to happen next. So let's actually get into a little bit more detail on what the price action is with these Japanese candlesticks. So to start off, Japanese candlesticks, which is price action, consist of these candlesticks. The candlesticks that they have a high point, a low point, open price, close price, what everybody already knows. But they consist of strong candlesticks or weaker candlesticks. This chart that you see right here, you can see not every single candlestick is the same. Every single candlestick is different in size, different size body, different size wick. So it consists of a lot of different variables that create the price action chart that we read every single day to make money in the markets. So the majority of the things you should be looking for are for strong candlesticks, which would be a bullish engulfing, a Marubozu candlesticks. And you also want to be looking for long tails or long wicks, which these are the confirmations that price is rejecting certain zones. This creates a price action confirming that we are now going to head to the upside or now going to head to the downside. So let's start off with strong candlesticks. What do they look like? What do they consist of? And it's what this is right here, which is a Marubozu candlestick. So this is a candlestick that closes with no wick at the top and no wick at the bottom. Pretty much from the moment price opened, it just shot up and then it closed there, continuing the momentum of price. This is indicating to you that a lot of buyers are coming into the market, showing to you that it's a strong indication to buy. So once you read this candlestick along with the price action of the market, this is a good indication to now buy. Obviously, if the candlestick reverses and it has a strong Marubozu candlestick to the downside, this is a strong confirmation that the market is now going to sell. A strong Marubozu candlestick, it usually eats up the last 1 or 2 candlesticks, where it would also be a bullish or bearish engulfing candlestick, which is personally one of my favorite confirmation signals. Next, we have the wicks. These wicks, sometimes people think of them as spinning tops, shooting stars, even a sword, depending on how small the bottom wick is and how top the wick is. So these are confirmations in price action that price is now rejecting certain zones in price. Usually they happen at a strong level of support or a strong level of resistance, which added by this price action, it confirms to us that we're now going to reject it. So the longer the wick is, the better, because this means that it has a stronger rejection. That means price went all the way to that point, and then the buyers in the market completely raised price all the way back up. Same thing if you have it at a resistance and you have a really big wick. This means that price went all the way up to the high and then sellers came and drove price all the way down. So you want to look for multiple wicks, and the bigger the wick, the better the confirmation, because it means that sellers are completely beating up buyers in a resistance level And in the support level, the bigger the wick it is there as well. The bigger the wick, that means that the buyers are outdoing the sellers by complete. So you're probably wondering, what is too big and what is too small? So a big candlestick is usually when it eats up the last 3 or 4 candlesticks. That's considered a big candlestick because let's say you're on the hourly time frame, 3 candlesticks just got completely engulfed by one candlestick. That's a strong confirmation that within that 1 hour, it completely outdid the work of 3 hours. I personally think any candlestick that eats the last 3 candles is a strong candlestick. Now, this also happens to the upside, or this can also happen to the downside. And then a normal candlestick, could range anywhere from 20 to maybe 15 pips, obviously depending on the momentum of the market, depending in the zone. It realistically varies, but what you want to make sure is you just want to compare it to the last candlestick. So if it's a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, you can kind of see it based off of the way the market is. But the main focus should be the big candlesticks, the ones that stand out, because that is your entry confirmation that price is now reversing or heading in the continuous direction of where you're intended to take the trade. So now to add like a little sprinkle on top, which is personally my favorite, is candlestick patterns. So candlestick patterns happen throughout the whole entire chart. And what this consists of is a series of patterns that happen within the candlesticks. These are sequences that happen with, let's say, 2 or 3 candlesticks that equal to a pattern. These happen at key points and indicate to us that price is going to go up or to the downside. And it is key to having strong price action in your chart. So some examples of patterns, we can start off with reversal patterns. So reversal patterns are price action points that show to us that price is literally going to reverse. It's pretty self-explanatory. One of my best examples can either be a evening star formation or a head and shoulders. These are very simple patterns that you see all the time in the charts. Evening star formation consists of a 3 pattern confirmation, indicating to you that price is then going to now reverse. And then head and shoulders is also a pattern that you pretty much see on the lower time frames for the majority of the time, but it is more respected on the higher time frame, even though you see it all of the time as well. It just takes a little bit longer to play out. And this as well, once the complete head and shoulders has played out, it is a beautiful reversal pattern to indicate to you that the market has then changed. And now this can happen at a level of support as well, which you would have then a morning star formation, which indicating to you that price is now gonna reverse and head to the upside. And then you also have a inverted head and shoulders at a support level, indicating to you that price is then now shifting from downwards trend to now upwards trend. It's the beauty of price action. And then we also have continuation patterns, which is probably the simplest out of the textbook, which is break and retest. One of my favorites that I use every single week that I trade. And it's probably the key to my strategy. And if you use it the right way, trust me, it's gonna work. Trust me. Break and retest literally consists of break and retest. Let's say you have a strong resistance level, you literally break it, retest it, confirm. That's it. That's all you need. You just have to wait for the right confirmation to happen in the market. And key to that is being extremely patient by making sure that it's not a fake out, which is very key. So now that you know how to interpret the Japanese candlesticks, you want to make sure that you know what they're doing at all times, even if you're not taking a trade. Now it's time to learn their language. And by learning the language, it actually means that you're not going to be looking at every single wick or every single candlestick, as crazy as that might sound. You should only be looking at the markets when something big is going to happen, when there's a high probability trade setup. And for these high probability trade setups to happen, you have to have a strong area of interest or a zone where you're looking to actually enter a trade. And it's not the same that you're gonna have a huge wick that price just leaves in the random of the chart anywhere. No, you wanna make sure these wicks or these rejections are happening at a strong zone that you're interested in. So now let's actually go to the chart so I can show you guys what I've been just talking about. So it's not just Chinese, right? So this right in front of us is price action. This is where you're actually gonna be able to read what the market is telling you. This is the language that the charts are giving you, and we're reading it and interpreting it and making money with it. So to start off, this is a beautiful price action structure shift right here. Beautiful break and retest continuation. And this is a prime example of what a big candlestick would look like. This right here is a bullish candlestick. As you can see, it's obviously heading to the upside. And as you can see, it has engulfed and it has eaten the last 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks. So this is an indication to you, like I mentioned, that this is a strong candlestick. A strong bullish candlestick is one that has eaten the last 3 candlesticks. Now, after that huge candlestick, what then we have? We then have a break and then a retest of the last structure point. This is beautiful price action because it's indicating to us market continuation. After that, then we have our candlestick rejections. These are the wicks that I was mentioning to you guys. These are the wicks. The bigger the wick, this means price went all the way down here, couldn't hold up, and then it completely rejected. So now you have a mix of a big bullish candlesticks along with 2 rejection wicks from a previous structure point. This is the price action that you want to see trend continuation. And then now you have your Morningstar bullish engulfing candlestick. This is key to now continuation with your trade, along with break and retest and all of this beautiful price action that you're seeing fall right in front of you. This is actually a trade that I caught myself, and I think I made around anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 on this very trade that you're looking at right here. So now that you know how to identify simple market moves with price action, now let's actually see the candlestick formations. Let's see how these patterns work. And it's very key that you understand this because these are the most effective patterns that the markets do every single day. And these are the ones that I use with my personal trading every single day that I trade. So now I'm going to show you an actual example of a trade that I took with a beautiful market pattern and the most effective ones that you're going to see in the market every single day. So let's start off with the one that's literally right in front of our face, which is this beautiful inverted head and shoulders. The inverted head and shoulders and also the head and shoulders are a reversal pattern. This is indicating to us that now the market is reaching a bottom and then that the market is going to completely reverse. As you can see right here, this is a beautiful inverted head and shoulders. You can see the clear left head and then the right shoulder. And this is where we entered the trade right at the right shoulder. But if you notice, I didn't just enter the reversal pattern just because of the reversal pattern. I added the sprinkle on top, I've been mentioning to you guys, with the patterns of entry signals, which are Morningstar, Evening Star, bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, which I'm going to review right now. But I did it right here with a Morningstar formation. If you can see right here, this is a 3-pattern candlestick, which is known as a Morningstar formation, which is where price completely stops at a level of support. And then it is completely engulfed by one candlestick where it eats the last 2 candlesticks. It's a 3-pattern reversal or continuation pattern, which is exactly what happened here, a Morningstar formation. Now, to give you an example of what this looks to the downside, it would be something like this. This is a Evening Star bearish engulfing, bearish rejection candlestick confirmation. This is an Evening Star because now we're heading to the downside. And this is then a Morningstar because now we are heading to the upside. And this is the trade that I caught here, adding the sprinkle on top with the 2 candlestick doji rejections, how I was just mentioning to you guys in the last trade example. And this trade gave me a 1 to 4.5 risk to reward. So if you would have risked $1,000 on this trade, you would have made $4,500 on this trade right here. I think I actually made like $50,000, $60,000 on this trade. So with this video, you have a very clear indication on everything you need to know to read simple price action and how to use it every single day and how I've used it for the last 6 years and how you can see these very clear examples of reversal patterns and price action happening literally in front of you every single day in the markets. And if you're a beginner's trader where you're starting from scratch, first of all, that's actually crazy because I didn't come across a price action video until about a year and a half into my journey. Or if you're even an experienced trader and you're struggling to get results and you want to make anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a week, that's where I came up with Set and Forget. And if you want to know what Set and Forget is and what does it even mean, just click the link in the description below. I have a video there that explains it to perfection. And how traders all around the world in the first 3 months of the trading, they're making anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a week as a beginner or even experienced trader. Set and Forget has literally gone all around the world, changing traders' lives. And if you want to know more about it and what Set and Forget means and how I've turned my price action strategy into Set and Forget, just click the link in the description below. I have a video there for you that explains everything to perfection and everything that it consists of. So appreciate you guys watching this video all the way to the end, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.